To sail the seas in a ship of wood, with 100 men and a hull of goods, all of stolen from the great wide sea, from the merchants of every country. Suddenly stopped swaying, started staring, looking like a lawyer to the demons arguing his case. Hey! They steal from the poor and then try to sell it back, with the law as their weapon and the army as their trap. Well, we don't care a hoot for the rules of the elite. Like sheep to wolves, they are only good to eat. For half a moment stuck his nose up in mock sophistication. Whoa, that's more than 2 lines. Do you need more time to think about it? I mean about hearing the rest of it, I mean. The children came at him like bandits boarding a ship, screaming and howling. Truly terrifying. We'll keel haul you if you don't get on with it, you bill-sucking bucko. They sure sounded like they had been studying the pirate books he had been sending. A plate broke and landlubber Kate threw everyone out to work. It was a great day, filled with farmers' sweat and sweet kids, crops to hoe, fences to repair, animals to tend, hay and turnips for winter to harvest, a well to fix, another look at an old tractor and another idea to get it going. It did spark, explode, burst black and gray smoke, then steadied out and firewood was hauled. Hank was a handy hoover and pitched right into the next needs without direction. This was the long light season, and a couple of small lunch gatherings sustained, of course always with a little dip in the Stony Creek. The desire to be there was so settled that the hard work was easy. No one wrestled with where else they might be, what else they might be doing. It could have been a farmer family seen from anywhere in forever. It was this place. This place was a breeding ground, a place where the greater world regrew itself from. Bill and Kate were its caretakers. It was their way to worship. Another supper, and the evening candles were lit. "Look at me, pirate," Jasper called. He had found a great pitcher of Long John silver and made an outfit complete with a crutch. It did look great. Now, about that song, Sonny. Did pirates say Sonny or something else? "Matey," Molly and Lil scolded. "That's right, scallywag. Set sail or I'll run you through with this here cutlass." All the time he spoke, he waved his blade over his head and swaggered menacingly close. "From the top, aye! Places, to duty stations, me hearties, and hoist the mizzen." The crew was anxious to get the anchor off the bottom. "And that place is outside by the picnic table, if ye don't want to be feeding the fish. Savvy?" Kate ordered at the gathered buccaneers. Aye, walk that there plank, you sprogs." Willie motioned to the ramp at the door entry. Outside, the children arranged themselves in a scene from a book they all knew. Sarah and Sally in the trees, like the trees were masts, and the bouncy ends of the limbs, yard arms. Sam as far up as you could go, set in the crow's nest with Raven. Willie at the wheel. Molly and Lil swabbed the deck. "A ship-shaped ship is a happy ship, and a happy ship is a safe ship," or something like that, bubbled out of them. Jasper was clearly looking for something to plunder. He found booty in their parents and Hank, took them to the picnic table, now playing the part of the ship's hold to hold. All the children, now familiar with the start, sang noisily. Then new lines were added. "There's them that heave to and them that think they can escape. Yes, on speed or powder their lives they stake. But the wise will keep one round in a gun. Makes them that dies is the lucky ones." A grand thumbing of the nose this time. No respect for birthrights, royalty, or rank. Awfully disrespectful sputtering sounds the pirates made, blowing out past their sloppy, flapping lips. And a rowdy cheer for their Treasure Island destination, chanting, "Long John, Long John," and Willie calling a warning. "Blow the man down if he don't make waves." "So come, you hearties, and sail with me. We'll throw out the canvas and catch a grand breeze. There is no place that we can't go, and along the way we'll give God some souls." The captives were threatened with knives as sharp as wet weeds from the ponds get. Wing unexpectedly repeated his song's intro, and the prisoners were saved as the pirates sang and danced, swashbuckling like there was too much rum on deck. With the Jolly Roger hoisted to the top of the mainmost mast, no quarter will be given and none will be asked. Better hope your crew is up to the task. Then some unfortunate lines for the captives. Passengers will cry and beg as slaves we make, people with skin as soft as cake. They won't last 2 years in the sugar field, but that don't matter when you get 'em on an easy deal. Everyone but Bill, Kate, and Hank agreed it was easy and dreadful to see the terror in the eyes and circus of the captives. Now Wing turned to the crew and looked at each and challenged each one at a time. So throw away the compass and no lifeboats here. Grab on the wheel and by the stars we'll steer. Take a long knife and keep it sharp. Make sure your ship don't leak and keep a watch after dark. All were fully equipped and totally prepared to accept the challenges of such a cruise. Kate was apprehensive. She'd heard Wing humming to himself in the fields as he worked. Every once in a while a line would come out of him. He kept rhyming shore and whore. I'll tack his hat to his head if he tells the crew that the crew goes to shore and chases whores. Pirates be damned. I'll hang him by his thumbs. When we get enough loot up port we'll make, one with deep water and 2 ways to escape. Some stay on the ship while the rest go to shore. A few have to be on watch while the crew felt a stare stab him. Stuttered, eats junk food and avoids their chores. Kate smiled, happy like no one in such a position would be, but the crew was incensed. They, what? What kind of pirate goes to shore after killing and looting to eat junk food? Hey, quick to defend his cutthroats. It takes someone who's really tough to eat junk food. It'll clog up your arteries and give you brain troubles. Pretty scary stuff. No, you scurvy dog. We're going to pillage Mom's root beer and stay up all night eating chocolate. All right, matey. May I continue? Avast, and by the powers, you'll be keel-hauled. Never worked a harder crowd. It's just a simple sailing life. Some days are easy and others are filled with strife. But I really do notice as I look around, no one makes it to old age, no matter how much gold they've found. Their sweet trade was hailed, unless you were lily-livered. Davy Jones' locker is a must-see. To sail the seas in a ship of wood, with 100 men and a hold of goods, all of it stolen from the great wide sea, from the merchants of every country. Every jack was loaded to the gunwales now, predicting what would come next. Grand, dramatic, head back, and arms flung wide. It was lucky the innocent didn't get hurt with the swordplay. Lester, Earl, and Raven looked up. The captives got everyone treats and were thanked. Another day! But this one ended with people still mouthing. So come you hearties and sail with me. We'll throw out the canvas and catch a grand breeze. There is no place that we can't go, and along the way we'll give God some soul.